quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. As we take a look here at David Lee, guys, what do you think?
Well, I'm a big fan of David Lee.
A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Douglas against Collison. Bazemore. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jordan's checked in. 6 to shoot. Passes it to the kid. And he nails the jumper. And Steve and Clark, what do you make of his comments to the media after their last game?
You know, playing in your first game is an eye-opening experience, to say the least. I mean, everything moves 100% faster than anything you've been part of before. College and preseason help you prepare, but there's no substitute for the real thing.
No question, Clark. I remember going from preseason to the regular season. It was such a jump in intensity. It really startled me. I mean, preseason's pretty simple, pretty easy. All of a sudden, the regular season starts, and everybody's going, as you said, 100% faster.
Collison kicks to Douglas. Back to Collison. Pass to the kid. Pulls it from the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The offensive rebound. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for the Warriors. Here's the kid. He's covered by Thompson. From deep. And misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And that's it for the first quarter. And what's been a very long... The new... Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're... The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
Dudley and Griffin were small and power forwards. Get out there with Collison, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Yeah, guys, did you know that Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He picked up 16 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A strong statement game from him to open up the season. The kind of game this team is hoping to see consistently.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint them.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role. So he's in a good place right now. Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
And what a time to be a Clipper fan these days, guys, with the way they've climbed to the very top of the Pacific Division. And, Steve, they've done it by beating up on the rest of the teams in that Pacific.
Well, Golden State gave them some trouble, Kevin, but otherwise they really rolled against the rest of the Pacific Division. And I'll tell you, it became clear within a few months last season that the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific. And what a long time coming for Clipper fans.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Barnes with it, now guarded by Dudley. Here's Douglas, and it's blocked by Jordan. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Barnes. Dishes to Douglas. He feeds it to Barnes. He kicks to Douglas. Lets it go with a three. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So as we conclude the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the one. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Curry's got 20.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
The pass to Bullock. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Griffin dishes to Dudley. That three off the mark.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Feeds to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Iguodala. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dudley with a screen on Curry. Here's the kid, guarded by Curry. There's the dish to Griffin. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Iguodala. Out to Thompson. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. 1:06 left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, it's Iguodala, defended by Bullock. Here's Lee. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's the kid. Outside, Green. And Griffin backs in. A fadeaway. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Griffin with the steal. Passes to the kid. Fades back. Shot's good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Curry with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every